Good morning, kindergarteners and first graders. Today is Wednesday and we're studying EL module during this lesson. We are on lesson number 2, where we will continue to talk about tools. I just happen to have a couple with me, so we'll continue to talk about tools. In this module today, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can follow along with me as we are learning together. So here we go. All right, we have 2 targets today. You see the target little symbol over here? We're going to go ahead and read that together, and if you'd like, you can take your bow and arrow and shoot at the target while we're reading. The first one says, I can participate in conversations with my classmates. That's going to occur today during your Zoom meeting. So we'll talk about what you'll be discussing during our Zoom meeting so that you're prepared when we meet together at either 9:45 for kindergarten or 10 o'clock for first grade. Our second target is I can draw and or write about what I know about tools. So you're going to use your learning from yesterday to make your writing and drawing even better today. So it might be more detailed writing, it might be more detailed pictures. You may try to label your pictures, but you're going to work to improve your writing from yesterday by writing about a different tool than you picked yesterday. So 2 targets today. Again, participating in conversations and then drawing and or writing about what you know about tools. We're going to begin by looking at a song that follows the tune of Frere Jacques, if you know that song. As you know, I am not the best singer, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you, and it may turn into a tune, it may not. If you want to practice singing with a family member or parent at home, you can. When I recorded this earlier, I started singing and I got nervous, so I had to stop. So this is take 2 of the video. So it goes like this. I will read it through the first time, and then the second time I will read it and will ask you to echo after me. So the song or the poem or whatever you want to call it goes, are you talking? Are you listening? All my friends will think about the question, look at one another, and take turns and take turns. So this time I will read it. I'll wait for you to echo. I'll read the next part, wait for you to echo. So it goes like this. I will point to me when it's my turn and point to you when it's your turn. So are you talking? Are you listening? All my friends will think about the question, look at one another, and take turns. And take turns. So please go ahead and sing that with your parent or family member if you love to sing. I wish I could sing. It's just not one of my best skills I have. Anyways, let's keep on going along with our lesson today. So today we're going to be talking about some discussion and norms of when you're talking with another person or a small group of people. Today we're going to just review 2. The classroom discussion and norms are listening with care. So you're using your ears and your heart to listen, truly listen to what the person is saying. And very, very important, I'm going to come close to my screen, you are looking at the speaker. So you're not just listening with your ears, but you're also listening with your eyes. And if you see this little icon of this girl down here, it says you should listen with your brain, your ears, your heart, and I also want to add my eyes. So that is what we are talking about today. When we meet in our Zoom meetings, you'll be having conversations with classmates, and you really want to use these 2 norms. Listening with your ears, listening with your eyes, listening with your brain, and finally listening with your heart. When you listen that way, it makes the other person feel better, and it's very, very polite. Shows respect. So once again, in our Zoom meeting today, when you meet with your classmates, again, kindergarten is meeting at 9:45, first graders are meeting at 10 o'clock, you are going to share your drawings and or writings with the class. So you're going to think about one thing that you drew, what was it? One thing that you wrote about, what was it? And one thing that you know about tools. So 3 things you're going to share. We might even try the breakout rooms so that you're just with a small group, but you're going to share what you drew, if you wrote something, what you wrote, and finally, 1 thing you know about tools. We kind of touched base on this on the last slide, but remember, you were listening with the eyes, the ears, the heart, and the brain, and when you do that, you show respect to people. Once you're done sharing the thing that you drew, you wrote, or something you know about tools, you're going to give your classmate or classmates, if you're in a small group, a compliment. You're going to tell them 1 thing that you noticed or 1 thing that you liked about what they shared. So 1 thing that you noticed or 1 thing that you liked about their drawing. And we'll probably model this in our Zoom meeting so that it goes real smooth for you. And then also, because we were asking questions yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and have you practice asking questions with your partner or partners. So you'll be asking those who, what, when, where, why, and how questions that we talked about yesterday. Remember, you could ask something about their drawing. So, how did you make that hammer? Why did you go ahead and add that detail there? What gave you that idea? You could also ask them who helped them if they had help, or what made them decide to use that tool. So the purpose of today and our target is to have those conversations that are back and forth, where once again you're listening with your eyes, your ears, your heart, and your brain, and you're engaged in the conversation with that person so that it's going back and forth and it's showing respect and concern or wonder about what their work is. Now today you're going to be filling in this form again. Again, you can print it off, or if you would like, you can use that notebook or a notebook. Remember yesterday I shared that it would be great to purchase, I'm just grabbing mine, to purchase one of these types of books where there's a space for your picture. There we go. There's a space for your picture. And then there's also lines to help you with your writing. So these are really great books for kindergartners and first graders to do. The goal for today is to pick a new tool, a different tool than you picked yesterday. So if yesterday you picked a flashlight, this one's pretty handy. You can hang it, it has a magnet. Today you might pick a tape measure. If yesterday you picked a drill, I like the noise. Today you might pick a ruler, because that's a tool too. So maybe go around your house, ask a family member or a parent if you can actually hold the tool. As we learned yesterday, sometimes when you have the tool in front of you, you can really see the details and it helps you add to your picture. So if I had this beside me, I would see, it's upside down, I would see the numbers and the lines, and it says the word inches. I could go ahead and add those details to my work. Your goal today is to make your writing even more detailed than yesterday, to make your drawing even more detailed than yesterday. So you want to make it better. If you didn't add color yesterday, today you'll be adding color. If you didn't add detail yesterday, today you will be adding detail. Think about our shared writing that we did yesterday and use that to make your work even better today. So let's take a moment to go back to our 2 targets. Make sure that we're covering those 2 targets. These are our learning targets for today, what we wanted to accomplish. And first of all, it says, I can participate in conversations with my classmates. You will be doing that today during your Zoom meeting. Just to get those times straight again, 9:45 kindergarten, 10 o'clock first grade. So we will be doing that during our Zoom meeting. So that will be a target that we will accomplish today. And then the second target was I can draw and or write about what I know about tools. Please use this time before we meet in our Zoom meeting to go ahead and draw and write about tools, draw or write. Kindergartners are expected to draw, and if they want to be challenged, they can write. First graders are expected to draw and write, and then go ahead once you're done and practice with a family member, sharing what one thing you drew was, if you wrote, what one thing that you wrote was, and then share with your family member to practice for our Zoom meeting, one thing that you know about tools. Your family member can model for you something that they liked about your work or one thing they noticed about your work, and then they can also practice asking questions about your work with you. So, a couple things just to recap. We'll be meeting again for our Zoom meetings to talk about your writing, to share your writing with the class. And today's goal is to make your writing even better. That means more detailed, adding colors, adding the details that you might not see, the words, if you want to add that, to your tool that you're working on. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Zoom and seeing your great work that you're doing. I hope you are having a great morning, and we'll meet again real soon. Have a fabulous day.